The Chicago Bears. Conflicting reports coming out this week, man. Shout out my guy Adam Johns. He had a good article on the Athletic that basically said that that Flus is coming back next year. Flus is coming back next year, and that the Bears are going to be giving Justin Fields 7 more games to evaluate himself. And if the Bears do go with the number 1 pick and they do decide to draft a quarterback, that they'll be favoring a Drake May instead of a Caleb Williams, and stuff that I've all been hearing through my people, all the media people we run through the whole media beat on the team. So everything that we've all been hearing. So, and then when you have a guy like Johns who puts it out there, that's just solidified even more because Johns don't, report or write bullshit. So I tweeted that a couple days. Bears Twitter was not happy with me, as they never are. Bears Twitter was not happy with me when I reported this. And it was like, no, they can't be that stupid. And I'm like, how long have you been a Bears fan? Like, that's just a serious fucking question. Like, how long have you been a Bears fan? Of course they're stupid. They've always been this fucking stupid. So you have that going on. Of course, also, John said this on the radio as well as Waddle and Sylvie. Now, Mikey, I'll give you the spotlight on this because you brought the article up. Albert Breer came out. Now, Albert Breer has a good relationship with Kevin Warren, and there's a thing that Kevin Warren is saying that that he might change some stuff in the organization, that Matt Eberflus isn't a shoe-in to keep his job, and that we don't even know if Ryan Poles might keep his job. So there's a little bit of that too. Now, always not to say that I don't take it with a grain of salt because Albert is one of the people, he's great at what he does. He's right on a lot of things, and he has a relationship with Kevin Warren. Having said that, being in the beat, I know the Bears don't tell nobody shit. Like, the Bears don't tell anybody anything. They move like the fucking mafia. So not to say to take it with a grain of salt. I believe John's report a little bit more, but Mikey, you had a more in-depth, view. You read the article and things like that. What do you take from this, and like, which one do you think, in your opinion, is probably the more realistic option?
Honestly, what I take from it is these last 7 games, like, actually mean something for everybody. Maybe not including Ryan Poles, but they're not only judging Justin Fields on this, they're judging Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus, since he's taken over the play calling, the defense has gotten better, but wins are something that needs to be shown and obtained here in this franchise over the last 7 games. So I think not only is Justin Fields playing for his quarterback position next year or showcasing for his next franchise next year, but it's we broke down the stats. We talk about it in the group chat. You can make a case for either way, right? We can all make a case for why Justin Fields needs to go, why Justin Fields needs to stay, why Matt Eberflus needs to go, why Matt Eberflus needs to stay, and maybe the offensive staff needs to go, why everybody needs to go, including Ryan Poles. So I just think it's going to come down to the Bears and Ryan Poles have given Matt Eberflus a little bit more ammo to work with this season than last season, correct?
Yeah.
Last year, everybody was in agreement. This is my issue. You can't hire somebody and strip them of all of the resources that they have. Think of the players that we let go. Think of the players they brought in to supplement those players, and then hold that against that coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, they won 3 games. Well, like, there's some guys that were starters last year that are not in the NFL this year. And it's not because they're old. It's because they're just not good. They were not even replacement level players at wide receiver last year, at defensive end, So I don't think it's realistic to hold that against Matt Eberflus. So what can you hold against Matt Eberflus? Well, this year I gave you Tremaine Edmonds. You got a better secondary. We got Yannick Ngakoue. We went ahead and got TJ Edwards. Can you show improvement in your expertise in the defensive side? And they have over the last couple of weeks. And granted, we played some bad teams, but you can only play who you can play. This week we're playing one of the better teams in the NFC and one of the better teams in the league. So let's see how they stack up. I just think it's really going to come down to a wins and losses thing. It's if you can go ahead, we're at 3 wins right now. If you can go ahead and run off another 3 to 4 wins and get to 6, 7 wins, then it's very hard to fire somebody like that. This seems to be year 1 of the rebuild. Last year was shut down. This is year 1 of coaching, of development, of better talent. I just think it's a little. I personally think it's a little too late for Justin Fields. I think they have their mind made up, or they're leaning one way, and I think the way they're leaning is to draft another quarterback.
And paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna.